He is actually stood on that log with an umbrella. I don't have an umbrella to have. With an umbrella. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new video. I'm sorry for the hiatus of videos. They're coming back real fast now. So, welcome to the first of many. Today, we are doing real or fake. Basically, you have to work out if something's real or if something's fake. Simple as that. So, for example, this little doggy right here is obviously a plush toy, therefore not a real dog, and therefore fake. But great, Galaxy plush toy, alex-plays.com. But anyway, we're doing one where they might be photoshopped or they might be actual pictures. So, without further ado, let's get right in. 25 years of Photoshop. Photoshop users make the impossible possible, and for that, we thank them for taking the creativity places we could never have dreamed. Some things are so amazing, we're not sure if they're real or Photoshop. Can you tell? Let's begin. Okay, so here's our first image. You can see it on the screen there, good. Nice. There's a woman. She's sort of levitating whilst taking a picture. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I would not say that this is real. I don't know how you get in that pose. There could be some metal bar coming out of the window, but I highly doubt it. So I'm going to go with a Photoshop on this one. Bing! We did it. It'd be nice if we could see the comparisons of like what the different parts of the photos actually were to make the woman float, but alas, we're not allowed. And here's our second image by Benjamin Von Wong. What a name. And it's a woman underwater looking at fish. It looks very real, I would say. I couldn't imagine this being Photoshop, really. It could be. I don't think so. She could be, yeah, she could be just blowing in the wind and they've put her underwater. I think the lighting's too good and the like floatiness is too good. So I'm going to say it's real. Right on. Hey, I'm pretty good at this, aren't I? I wonder, could this perfectly symmetrical image be real or fake? It's clearly going to be a Photoshop. It's just the same image, just mirrored in 4 different directions. So it's a Photoshop. Alright, and here we have a man who is frozen to his chair, and there's a dog. Now, I think this is a mix of both. I think this is real and Photoshop. The wall behind him, it doesn't look right, because this would not have a shadow like that. It would be very blurry. So I'm going to say it's a Photoshop. It's not real. Come on. That is, I mean, the background I think is fake, but the guy was actually decorated to look frozen. Anyway, okay, so here's a guy hanging on for dear life. I'm gonna say it's real. I'm gonna say, what's the point in photoshopping this? Yeah, there you go. Are you cheating? No, I am not cheating. Okay, here we have beautiful sunset, some stairs going into the ocean. It's real. It's definitely a real photo. They've just had the what's it called? The exposure on for longer, I believe. So I'm gonna say real. Yes. I'm great. Pretty good. Hey. Oh. Oh, this is a tricky one. I don't think this is real. I don't think stars actually look like that, do they? I'm not sure. You definitely would not see a beam like that on a day this, like, clear. So it's gonna be a Photoshop. No? That was supposed to be real? Are you serious? Okay, is this one real or is it Photoshop? I'm gonna say it's real. He's just jumping. No, it was a Photoshop. Now I've got to spin around now because I got it wrong. Disaster. Okay, we have a new one by Natalie Fletcher. It's a man sat by a lake, but it is not, however, photoshopped. It is painted onto his body, which is going to be real. It's quite a weird line, this, real or Photoshop, because some things, they're not actually real, but they're not Photoshop either. Here's a squirrel lifting some mad weights. I think this is a real picture. I don't think this was Photoshopped. I think there's just something holding up these bars. So I'm gonna go real. Know it all. Hey, that's not very nice. Okay, here's a woman with ginormous hair. I don't think you can do this normally. I think they took different pictures of her flicking her hair in different directions and photoshopped them together, because that's a lot of hair. I'm gonna say Photoshop. Oh, I've got skills. I know, you know, we all know. Hit that subscribe button. That's very real. Okay, here's a man doing a backflip in front of the sun. It could be a Photoshop. Kind of looks it because he's got a glow on him. I'm gonna say it's Photoshop. Yes. See? Oh, I'm getting better at this. Here's some stuff in the sand. This is real. Oh, it's the Adobe logo. Okay. This is where it gets a bit difficult because Adobe are the people who make Photoshop, right? So if there's that in the sand, it's trying to trick me. It's real. Yeah. It still thinks that I'm cheating. Okay. You want me to believe that a tortoise, whatever, is jumping and grabbing a frisbee. It must be a very small frisbee, like a lid of something. It's a Photoshop, but what a great picture. Love it. What gave it away? I don't think that's ever happened. I don't think a tortoise can leap and get a tiny frisbee. Now this one. Is it real? Or is it a Photoshop? It could be real. Definitely could be. The water's calm enough. No, it's not real. There's no way. It's Photoshop. It was real? I can't believe it, honestly. That is shocking to me. Now this one, there are no wheels there on that car. It definitely looks, in fact, like a Photoshop because you can sort of see the fading that's going on. So it's a Photoshop. Ding ding. Got it. I'm so good. I'm so good. Okay. Here's a fish eating another fish. Is it real, however? I'm inclined to believe it is. Definitely. But then again, it's definitely not the normal image because it's been cut out and had a black image put around. So I think they're dead fish and it's been set up. So I think it is real. No, it was Photoshop. It was Photoshop. Okay, here's a man leaning forward slightly with an umbrella. This is a real picture because I don't think it's that hard to do in real life. Why would he bother going through the effort of photoshopping something like that? And you can even see his coat is leaning forward. So it's a real picture right there. He is actually stood on that log with an umbrella. I don't have an umbrella to have. With an umbrella leaning forwards. Okay, we have a new pic. It's not one, but two camels side by side. I don't see any reason for this to be a Photoshop, so I'm gonna say it's real. There we go. It's just a good timed picture of two camels stood next to each other. This, however, it's a man. Okay, that's one thing. It's a man. He's on a swing. He's upside down. Now, if we turn upside down, okay, yeah, he's in the middle of a desert or something. So that's obviously a Photoshop. In fact, you can even see the blurry edges there where it's added to it. I mean, if that was real, I'd be very impressed. Can you actually do that? 360 on a swing? I'm not sure. Okay, here's a new one anyway. It's a man flying with his motorbike. And this is very clearly a generated motion blur mountain in Photoshop. There we are. See? I'm knowing the traits. Because, of course, I use Photoshop quite a lot. So I can tell when someone is in a sleeping bag jumping in the air. Real or fake? Now, it is quite a big jump to do that. His feet would probably be about here. I don't think this is real. It's a Photoshop. No, it was real. That guy could just jump really high. This is a very obvious Photoshop because the perspective, one, is different. The shadows, they would not look like that. And it also looks like the car is just floating on the top of the hay. So, unfortunately, it's a fake picture. It's a Photoshop. Oh. I think this is one of those ink drop things where they just splash ink into a tank with a white light behind and take the picture. I think it's real. I don't think it's a Photoshop. No, it was. I don't know what was Photoshop though. It needs to say that underneath. It needs to tell me or show me the pictures because I don't know what the image was. I'll never learn. I'll never learn. Okay, here's a person jumping into what looks like the Antarctic, the Arctic, whatever. Definitely not real. There's no way that would be happening. That's a Photoshop. I was wrong? Are you serious? What? That is no way that's real. Where was she jumping from? The ice? I want to see that again, but we can't. Okay, right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pictures wrong out of 25, I think that is. I don't think that's too bad. 8 out of 25. That is less than half wrong. So we definitely have a good percentage there going for us. Now, I'm quite impressed with myself there. I did better than I expected. How did you do? Did you play along with me? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to hit the subscribe button because now it's the end of the video. So if you did enjoy, do hit the subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.